Hello, viewers. Welcome to our today's episode. And we are discussing how to undertake cost-benefit analysis when you are carrying out research project, or it could be project of whichever kind. You need to decide before you proceed with a full blast investment. You need to decide whether it is worthwhile to continue with the investment for a big project. So before you proceed to continue rolling out your research project, you need to make a decision after you have carried out cost-benefit analysis. My name is Dr. Jesse Kenywa. Welcome to our presentation. So cost-benefit analysis is a process of comparing an estimated costs. You need to estimate the cost and the benefits that are associated with any project. In this case, we are focusing on a research project. So if you are undertaking research project and you want to decide whether you can proceed with the commercialization of your project, you need to do cost-benefit analysis. It is imperative that you decide whether it will be profitable for you to commercialize your project. So this is a technique that is normally used to evaluate the potential benefits and the cost of a research project, or any project for that matter. And in this case, if you are doing a research project, you need to identify the potential cost that is associated with that research project. And this will include the cost of conducting the research, and you know the cost will be numerous, will be quite a list of costs that you are likely to incur depending on the type of research project that you are undertaking. Collecting and analyzing the data, you need to determine the cost of collecting and analyzing the data, and any other expenses that may arise in the process. So the researcher then needs to identify the potential benefits of the research project, such as the new generated knowledge. You are likely to have some insight after you have done that research, and also the application that may result from that particular study. And once all the potential costs and benefits have been identified and costed, the researcher can now assess whether the benefits of the research project outweigh the costs. In some cases, you'll find that the cost of the research project may outweigh the potential benefits, and in this case, the researcher may decide not to pursue the project further. In other instances, the potential benefits of a research project may be significant enough to justify the cost, and the researcher may decide to proceed with the study. So if you, after analyzing the benefits and trying to get the social and economic benefit of the research, if you find that the benefits outweigh the cost, then that would be a good reason to continue the study. And once all the potential benefits, once all the potential costs and benefits have been identified, the researcher can then assess whether the benefits of the research project outweigh the cost. So this analysis will help us, or will help you as a researcher, to make an informed decision about whether to pursue the research project or not. Because we know that research projects can be very costly, and you need to make a decision whether, after you have done a pilot study, it will give you the reality of the project. It will give you the costs, and now because you know the benefits, you can cost it, and you can use that pilot to make a decision whether to proceed. When you are doing this kind of analysis, it is important to follow some steps. And I'm going to share with you some of the key steps that you're supposed to follow when you're undertaking cost-benefit analysis for a research project or any other project. One thing that you have to do is to define the research project. You need to clearly define the research project, including determining the objective. What is the objective of your research, the scope, and the methodology that you're going to use. After you have done that, you need to identify the costs. You need to identify all the potential costs that are associated with that research project. And you need also to estimate the cost of each item. It means that you need to keep a book of accounts. You need to have, for instance, an accountant who is keeping a good record of all the items that are acquired, all the cost elements in that research, including labor cost, all items that are purchased, and any other cost element. So estimate the cost of each item, identifying the previous step, and this will involve researching the cost of the materials that are going to be used, the inputs, equipment, and so on and so forth, estimating the amount of time required for the personnel, and also estimating overhead costs. The next step would be to identify all the potential benefits that could result from the research program. You need to get the monetary and also the social. You need to try and quantify it in monetary value, the benefit that the research would bring to the community or to the organization that is undertaking the project. Then you need to estimate the potential benefits of the research project, and this may involve conducting a literature review to determine the potential impact of the research. How is it going to help the community or the organization that is undertaking the project? And you can use experts to give you opinions, or you can estimate the potential costs from similar projects that have been undertaken. After that, you need to calculate the net benefit of that research project by subtracting the cost from the benefit. After doing that, you get the net value. So if the net benefits are positive, then the project may be worthwhile pursuing. But if you realize that the net benefits are negative, then the project may not be feasible and you may need to stop at that point. So the next step, you need to consider any uncertainty or risk that are likely to be associated with the research project. There are some risks that may be involved, there are some uncertainty. You need to consider that. And this will involve conducting sensitivity analysis or scenario planning to assess how different assumptions or variables could impact the result of that research project. And you can use the result of the cost-benefit analysis to make an informed decision about whether to pursue the research project or not. And if the net benefits are positive and the uncertainties are manageable, then the project may be worthwhile pursuing. So thank you very much. I trust that when you are carrying out your research, you'll be able to determine the cost and the value of the project to see whether you can proceed with the commercialization of the project in a larger scale. So thank you very much for listening.